Alright guys, so I got it all put together now and I got it all covered up and getting ready to be bolted on that unit right there. And since this was painted for that motor, but I'm putting it back on this one, which was original, that one is gonna go back on that one. So I got this all together. I'm gonna sand it with like a 400, just sand over it real quick and make sure it's all scuffed up. Because I want it to match that paint, and then I'll just repaint that one for the one that's over there. And so I'm gonna get that done quick and then bolt it up to that and just have it all together. Figured it would be easier to do it with it all rebuilt so that I don't have to take it apart and mess with it all again. And that's kind of where I'm at with the motor. I'm probably still gonna paint it because you know I can always just touch it up if I mess it up or anything. And then with that one I'll probably rebuild it later tonight or something and paint it and slap it back on that. But right now it's actually pretty good for painting. It's a little humid, but it's better than at night because then the bugs come out and stuff. And I'm gonna just try and get it ready, scuff that up, wax and grease remove it all or whatever, and see if I can't set it up and maybe get it done today. Hopefully, I would really like to get that done today, and then later tonight I could just paint this and put that together and paint that. So rebuilding that lower unit, believe it or not, it actually took me like 4 hours. I wasn't expecting it to be that long, but it's my first time doing it and doing all the seals and stuff, trying to get those all out of there. But it's all done now, and just gotta bolt it up and prep it for paint. So I'll hopefully get it painted today. Alright guys, I got this all sanded up and prepped for paint, and now I'm gonna have to mix it. I got this here for when I spill. I don't want it to get all over the counter, and some used rags to wipe up because it's hard to pour a fresh quart of paint. But now on the jars I got a tape measure here so I can mark my measurements, and then I'm gonna mix up the paint. Got my hardener and reducer right here, and gonna get the paint ready for the motor. Alright guys, so I was actually able to get everything painted, and here is everything. Still needs to dry, but I even got the motor painted. And yes, this is a radiator that it's on. I needed something as a table. There's everything. I even got this other lower unit painted. It didn't turn out that great because I was rushing time. So there is a little run right there and up there. But I think the rest of it's actually all right. So hopefully I can just, you know, wet sand it and touch it up. But here is all the other stuff. And I guess we'll see tomorrow how good it turns out. I think I did pretty good. I've definitely gotten some time in with the spray gun, and you know I'm definitely better with the spray gun than the rattle can. I'll just say that, because you know I don't think I'll have any runs that bad if I have any. I'm sure I'll find one and this stuff, but I'm usually pretty good. But you know, it all takes time, so we'll find out tomorrow night when it dries. Give it a good 24 hours or so. Maybe even another night, because definitely want this to turn out pretty good, and make sure that's fully dry and cured before I start touching it. But guys, everything can go together but the motor for this now. I have, you know, lower units rebuilt from this morning, and just waiting on my pistons, rings, and spark plugs. And you know, I got a few other things to fix, like the one hose on the front of the motor, the ignition coil. I gotta rebuild the carburetor, and yeah, just some little things that I gotta fix up, some wiring, whatnot. But that'll be the next step as soon as I get my pistons and rings, of course. But at least it's all painted and ready for now. So hopefully I can get it all together just without the motor, or just probably leave the motor like that until the stuff comes actually, and just maybe put it all together, and or the bottom part together without the motor, so that at least it's together and out of the way, and I could probably just have it just like that one. So we'll see, but gotta wait for it to dry now. So till next time. Alright guys, so just a quick update. So here's the cover right here. I got the tape off of it. It's kind of a pain to get it off, I'm assuming because of sandblasting it. But all the tape came off and it turned out pretty good. I mean, there's some spots that a little bit of paint got on, like on the chrome a little bit, but I mean, it's no big deal. It turned out, pretty good. Like, I'm happy with it. I think that's what really matters. And I got a few other things here, and got the motor there, and this is the lower unit for that motor that we already painted. And there was some runs right here and right in here, so I wet sanded it down, and doesn't sound too promising, but I'm hoping that I can get it covered and paint over it. But I held it up to some of the other paints. I got a test going there, and all this stuff, well, sorry, not that, but this stuff that I painted, it's too glossy. Okay, this isn't as glossy of a black. It's more of probably a semi-gloss, even though it says gloss on there. It's more like a semi-gloss, but I think it turned out really good. I looked over this and this, and I didn't see any runs. It really did turn out good. And so tomorrow, I'm just trying to let the paint cure and stuff. Tomorrow I gotta paint this and put it back together if I use this stuff, because this stuff will for sure dry real quick. And then I would like to get it put back together, at least real soon here. And my piston rings came today for this. It's actually that box right there. Now just waiting on the pistons, which, who knows, it could be here in a week, it could be here in 3 weeks. They'll be here when they get here, so I just gotta make sure that I'm ready for that. So I just gotta get everything else put together and just ready for when I get the pistons. So like I've said before, I got a few other things that I could easily work on, plus getting the lower unit back on that. And tomorrow you guys will probably see a video on this thing of finally trying to get this thing fixed up. So look forward to that. And also more stuff with the boat. It's coming along, guys, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so I got an update on the boat motors for you guys. So here is the lower unit and everything that goes in it. And so this right here, that gear, I know you guys can't really see, but that gear is actually the one that was seized up in this lower unit, and that bearing is just shot. There's nothing I can do about it. I already talked to you guys about it in a different video. From what I remember, I swear I talked about it already. And so I just ordered another one. Nothing I can do about that one. That one's just junk. And I ordered a whole seal kit for this one, just because the seal on this collar's on there, but that seal right there, the one that I actually just rebuilt that lower unit because it was leaking. I'm pretty positive that this one's just gonna do the same thing, and might as well. It's already all apart. Might as well just get a seal kit and rebuild it when I gotta wait for that gear to come anyways. And then this little spacer. This the propeller spacer that was just moving. I need another one for this side of the propeller so I can tighten it, and that was missing when I got it because the guy already had the propeller off. So just ordered another one of those. So I got those 3 things coming for this, and then I can put it back on this motor and have this thing ripping again, and take it out and test it out. So there's that, and then there's this one now. Rebuilt the whole lower unit. Working on putting it back together now. I got this little gear thing back on there now, and that shaft. And I just put this bracket and clamp thing back together. Thank God I have the other motor over there, as this probably wouldn't have gone together the right way. But it's a little tight, but that's just kind of how it is. It's gonna be a lot easier to move once you got, you know, the whole motor on there and all that weight. At least I'm hoping so. But it's all put together now, and it's looking really good. So I'm just gonna put that on there now, along with this piece, and try and just get this whole like lower part of the motor put together, and just waiting on pistons and a few other things, but just trying to get it together for now. And then I can fix up a few other little things, and just trying to figure out how it goes together. So when the rest of my parts come and the rest of those parts come and I have everything, I can just put it all together and get this done, so then I can move on to other projects. So I'm keep plugging and chugging at this, and just try and get this midsection all done for tonight.